Garry Paskwietz and Darrell Rideaux here at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum after the Trojans' 38-10 victory over the Oregon State Beavers. Now, Darrell, one of the things we saw in this game was it was very important for the Trojans coming off of last week to get off to a fast start this week. Fortunate to know they jumped on top of them. Talk about that.
Garry, I think for the confidence of this team coming off of a short week loss to Washington State, it was very important that against Oregon State you jumped on top of them to kind of get your confidence going and the mojo running. And I thought that they did a great job with that. Very impressive first drive by the offense, and then topping that off with the defense playing lights out early on in that game.
But if you were looking for a perfect game for the Trojans to come off of Washington State, you didn't get that today. Yeah. There was issues in the game that are going to still have to be worked out, but there were several impressive performances from individuals. You got to love Tyler Vaughn's with that touchdown catch down the middle. Josh Follow with a touchdown down the sidelines. Got to watch out for that young man. And then Matt Feek with his long touchdown run. That was beautiful. But you said you thought Jackie Jones in the secondary played his most complete game.
And when you think about this team and how this season is shaping up, Garry, you always have to consider the sum of all parts. And when you're talking about a converted wide receiver playing on the defensive side of the ball, look no further than Jack Jones in his impressive performance today. I thought by far he played his most complete game. Very tight on coverage, opportunistic when it was time to pick the ball off, but then showing up on special teams. Look for, if USC is going to have success and try to replace some of the production that you're getting that you would have gotten from an Adoree Jackson, Jack Jones is certainly trying to give his best impression of. Oh,
that acrobatic interception, that was Adoree-esque in some regards, no doubt about it. Talk about the way that the schedule is shaping up for this team and the way the team is coming together. You like the battle-tested run that they've had and what that prepares them for moving forward.
You know, a lot of people may see this as being frustrating that the team and the offense isn't off to such a fast start and they're not gelling the way that we saw them last year. But this is a team that's really trying to find their identity, and they're playing with a lot of grit. And when you go up against these battle-tested teams early on in the season, Garry, it builds a lot of callus. And you're going to have to rely upon that type of experience in the second half of the season as you get deeper into Pac-12 South play. So look for the USC Trojans of 2017 to seek and reflect back on early season experiences as guys become to get more and more healthy and the younger guys start to take on more of a greater role. I look for USC's best part of the season to start shaping its form going up against Utah.
Well, the Trojans sitting at 5-1 right now. Again, 38-10 here at the Coliseum. For Darrell Rideaux, this is Garry Paskwietz. You're watching WeAreSC.